that they've won 5 world championships. Today we're talking with judges Oliver Pineda and Luda. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. Very good. And welcome to New Zealand.
Very excited to be here.
This isn't your first time now.
No.
How many times have you been here now?
Oh, this is my second home, away from home. I married a Kiwi, so, and they are very lovely people. And yeah, so I'm here all the time, twice,
Lucky
3 times a year.
Where is your partner based?
He's from Wellington,
Oh,
so unfortunately I don't come to Auckland that much, but Wellington.
So you're here today judging the World Latin Dance Championships New Zealand division. How many times have you competed in the World Latin Dance Championships?
Yeah, well, Albert Torres, when he first came out with the World Salsa Championships, we competed and we won that 3 consecutive years in a row. So we're very familiar with Albert's competitions, and we're very happy to be representing his comp on the judging panel.
So you could say they're quite experienced, especially with this competition.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been dancing together for?
Well, we just counted. It was 24 years,
Oh,
Billy. It's scary.
Since you were born.
Yeah, since before I was born. And what's it like being developing a relationship over 24 years dancing together?
Yeah, well, it becomes like family, like brother and sister. That's how we kind of see each other, and it works.
Yeah, well, through the years we realised what we're good at. We both have different elements to bring to the relationship, and I think that's very important, and that's what kept us together. And that we just have a lot of respect for each other and the elements that we bring to the relationship.
Has that changed as you've gotten on in these 24 years? So
No.
are you bringing in something different now, or as you've matured? Have you matured?
It's the innocence that keeps you together.
Oh, that'll be it.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think from a young
If it ain't
age...
broke, don't fix it. You know?
Yeah.
There you go.
And it works for us, and yeah, we have a good sort of dynamics, and I think personality really comes into it as well. You know, just the right combination of personality traits, and I think I guess another part would be the fact that very, very early on in our partnership we had a relationship for a few years, and then we moved on from that, and therefore we were able to then establish you know, a partnership which was just more professional and just based around the dancing, and then that's what's lasted us for the last 20 years. A lot of partnerships, a lot of couples that dance together in today's day don't last very long because they actually mix personal with dancing, and the lines get a bit blurred, and
So you wouldn't recommend being in a
We
relationship?
don't recommend it.
I would. It's very common, but I would not recommend it. It does come with its challenges, definitely. Yeah.
Cool. And you're both married now with kids. What's it like? How do your partners feel about you two still dancing together?
Like us dancing together, they love it. They respect the relationship that we've built, and they know that we will always be together and working together for the rest of our lives, I guess.
The dance marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, we were together when I was about, what, 15? You know, so we were teenagers, and we didn't know
We were old,
our knees.
You're giving away your age now.
So, yeah, you know, and our partnership is unlike many other partnerships, and
We're all friends.
yeah,
Happy families.
we are all friends. Yeah, so it really works.
And what do you think the secrets to your success are for winning 5 titles together?
Being together for so long.
And really good.
Being together for so long. I think, you know, we bring a different element. He's very obviously musical, and he plays the percussion. So, and I did a little bit more ballroom in it. So we bring different elements into the partnership, and he's very calm, and I'm very fiery. So that also works. And I think us being different and offering something else to the partnership made it a winning combination. And having respect for each other is number one.
It sounds like you sort of fill in all of the judging criteria, because there's technique, then there's musicality, and obviously performance and presentation. So it sounds like that's probably one of your keys to success, is to really meet all of those requirements together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some people would say that you guys paved the way of how we do competitions these days, and you really basically educated the world on how a competition piece should be put together, how it should be structured. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, well, I actually remember back in, it would have been 2003, around that sort of period, Luda and I, we went to the Los Angeles Salsa Congress, which is Albert Salsa Congress, Albert Torres, and I remember sitting there with Luda, and that was kind of her introduction to salsa congresses, and I had already been for a few years, but I really wanted to sort of get Luda, you know, in more involved, and so and I remember her watching all the performances, and she wasn't really connecting because she's more of a technical dancer, and what we were seeing wasn't of that caliber. So, you know, Luda was like, you know, I don't really know if I can do this. And then it wasn't until we saw Tito and Tamara, who are still very respected
from Puerto
international,
Rico?
Yes, international artists. And Tamara's obviously a trained dancer. She comes from a ballet classical background, and it wasn't until they came out that Luda, you know, said yes.
I said, if I can dance like them, I'll do salsa.
The rest
yeah,
is
so back then there wasn't much sort of technique on stage. It was more just performance based and just, you know,
fun,
having a lot of fun and
yeah.
lots of drama, and you know, because we had we come from a ballroom background, we sort of I guess fell into this niche. You know, there was a bit of a space for us to be able to bring something different.
Great.
And that's what we did. We brought our technique into what we displayed on stage, and it worked really well for us. Our first international
It obviously worked really well. Five times world champions
and
together.
First time we competed overseas, we won.
So finally, as judges, what are you looking for from the competitors?
From the competitors, obviously the competition comes with its criteria, so we'll be, you know, monitoring that closely. But I think there's always an X factor sort of element that comes with. You know.
Luda's big on the X factor.
I think the X factor. Yes. I see so many technical, beautiful dancers that just don't do anything for me.
Yeah.
You know, if they no. So I think if you can come out on stage and leave a piece of you on stage, that's what will get me as a judge.
Beautiful. Yeah. Thanks for chatting with us, guys.
Thank you.
We can't wait to see you dance.
so exciting.
24 years in the making, Oliver Pineda and Luda Kreuter.